Hello there, little citizens of Washtenaw County. My name is Ricky Jefferson. I am right now in my third term as a county commissioner for Washtenaw. What we do as commissioners is we make sure that the money that your parents pay for taxes comes together to us and we distribute it for those who need help. Say if your streets need to be fixed. Say if you need some help with some school PPE right now since it's COVID-19. We want to make sure that those dollars get spent where you are most need of help. So I wanted to thank you for allowing me to do this. This is something that I have been a reader since the kindergarten. Where I went to school at was Chapel School, which was at that time an integrated school, and our students were from all over the city. I welcome the people that I made friends with and still know some of them today in my life. We share in a lot of different things. Also, I am a father of 5 daughters. My wife Sharon and I have 20 grandchildren and 1 great-granddaughter. They are an important part of my life, an important part of why I serve the community in the political arena as a county commissioner. We have a say on what our students, what our parents can receive in their daily lives. So I want to be able to help my children become equipped and live a quality of life. Now, I'm going to read the book that I chose today. It's called The Last Stop on Market Street. And the words are by Matt De La Pena, and Christian Robinson is the one who does the pictures. The Last Stop on Market Street. There's Market Street. It looks like a full used street with cars and children, and looks like there's somebody riding a bike. Like there's a church there. There's a building that may be used for businesses. CJ pushed through the church doors, skipped down the steps. The outside air smelled like freedom, but it smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. He ducked under his Nana's umbrella saying, "How come we gotta wait for the bus in all this wet?" "Trees get thirsty too," his Nana told him. "Don't you see that big one drinking through a straw?" CJ looked for a long time but never saw a straw. From the bus stop, he watched the water pool on flower petals, watched rain patter against the windshield of a nearby car. His friend Kobe climbed in, gave CJ a wave, and drove off with his dad. "Nana, how come we don't got a car?" "Boy, what do we need a car for? We got a bus that breathes fire, and old Mr. Dennis, who always has a trick for you." That page. "What's that I see?" Mr. Dennis asked. He pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear, placed it in his palm. Nana laughed her deep laugh and pushed CJ along. They sat right up front. The man across the way was tuning a guitar. An old woman with curlers had butterflies in a jar. Nana gave everyone a big smile and a good afternoon. She made sure CJ did the same. The bus lurched forward and stopped, lurched forward and stopped. Nana hummed as she knit. "How come we always gotta go here after church?" CJ said. "Miguel and Kobe never have to go nowhere." "I'll feel sorry for those boys," she told him. "They'll never get a chance to meet Bobo or the sunglass man." And I hear Trixie got herself a brand new hat. CJ stared out the window, feeling sorry for himself. He watched cars zip by on either side, watched a group of boys hop curbs on bikes. A man climbed aboard with a spotted dog. CJ gave up his seat. How come that man can't see? Boy, what do you know about seeing? Nana told him. Some people watch the world with their ears. That's a fact. Their noses too, the man said, sniffing at the air. That's a mighty fine perfume you're wearing today, ma'am. Nana squeezed the man's hand and laughed her deep laugh. Two older boys got on next. CJ watched as they moved on by and stood in the back. Sure wish I had one of those, he said. Nana sat down her knitting. What for? You got the real live thing sitting across from you. Why don't you ask the man if he'll play a song? CJ didn't have to. The guitar player was already plucking strings and beginning to sing. To feel the magic of music, the blind man whispered, I like to close my eyes. Nana closed hers too. So did CJ and the spotted dog. And in the darkness, the rhythm lifted CJ out of the bus, out of the busy city. He saw sunset colors swirling over crashing waves, saw a family of hawks slicing through the sky, saw the old woman's butterflies dancing free in the light of the moon. CJ's chest grew full, and he was lost in the sound, and the sound gave him a feeling of magic. CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling sidewalks and broken down doors, graffiti tagged windows, and boarded up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. How come it's always dirty over here? She smiled and pointed to the sky. Sometimes when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness to what's beautiful. CJ saw the perfect rainbow arcing over the soup kitchen. He wondered why his Nana always found beautiful where he never even thought to look. He looked all around them again, at the bus rounding the corner out of sight, and the broken street lamps still lit up bright, and the stray cat shadows moving across the wall. When he spotted their familiar faces in the window, he said, I'm glad we came. CJ's learning how to see the beauty in everything. He thought his Nana might laugh, her deep laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on the head and told him, me too, CJ. Now come on. We're all in the soup kitchen. She was glad to see the people, and so was he. And that's the end of our story. CJ is walking out of the soup kitchen reading a book. Grandmama's still knitting, and she has her umbrella and stopped raining, and they're sitting there waiting for the bus to go home. And that is the end of our story. Find the beauty in everything. You may have a toothache, but thank God you have tooth to ache. You may feel like you're not being called upon in class so that you can answer questions. Just keep raising your hand. Your time will come. But if you never raise your hand, you'll never get the chance. I just want you to understand there's always beauty, whether you can't see it or not. Ask somebody around you that you know and love that cares for you, and they can help you see it too, just like CJ's grandmother did for him. That's the end of my story. That's the end of my time. Thank you for allowing me to read to you. I hope you learned something about yourself today. And if you can't find any beauty, learn how to make some beauty. Have a good day. Bye.